Good afternoon, everyone. I'd like to welcome you to today's roundtable to discuss the potential closure of Penn State Hazleton. Our goal today is very simple. Penn State has asked for community input. We're going to give them input. We intend to do just that by sharing compelling data and showing the impact that this campus has on this entire region and the damage that could be caused by a closure.
At the Hazleton campus, we take great pride in engaging with the community, whether that means partnering with the Hazleton Area School District, with the Hazleton Integration Project, Partners in Education, and Hazleton College Access to think about how best to support students and their families as they seek to attain their educational goals. And this work has yielded tremendous outcomes. Today, the Hazleton campus is the campus with the highest number of Pell-eligible grant recipients. Those are the highest needs students who attend college. The campus with the highest number of underrepresented students at Penn State, and the third highest campus in terms of our number of first-generation students. We're at 49%. Thanks to all of our community partners and their hard work, we are embodying the land grant mission daily.
Being here in downtown Hazleton is historically significant. Penn State Hazleton opened up over 90 years ago across the street in the Markle building. It opened up in the mid-1930s during the Depression to serve the needs of the immigrant community. Now think about that for a minute. What has changed in those 90 years?
When the results of the census were released in early 2020, officials from all over Luzerne County touted the fact that we were the only county in northeastern Pennsylvania that experienced significant growth from 2010 to 2020. Drilling down into those numbers, however, was a little more illuminating. In fact, all of the population growth in Luzerne County was within the city of Hazleton.
Much of that has to do with the incredible diversity of the Hispanic population that is chosen to locate here. We all know that the Hispanic population is very familial in culture, and if they're happy, they bring and take care of family members, and that helps the population grow. This area has become known as a very hospitable place for diversity, for growth, affordable for folks of all different income levels.
We encompass 256 square miles. We have 16 schools. When I started here in the district, we had 13. So we've added 3 more schools to our repertoire in that short period of 8 years. We've grown from my first year here, we had 11,500 students. We now have 13,700 students. We have STEM programs, we have arts and humanities, we have a cyber academy, we have, you name it, we have it. Each year since I've been here, the district has increased by 8% student population.
Now, the proximity of Penn State Hazleton is paramount to our student population. Many of our students do not have the means to travel outside of Hazleton to attend higher education. The closing of Penn State Hazleton would be detrimental. Students would not only not simply travel to another institution, they may not attend college at all. The closing of this campus would remove students' access to higher education permanently.
And because of this location of Hazleton and the industrial and business parks around in economic development, we also know that that business development opportunity exists and will continue to grow. Businesses go where there are people, and that is where they want to be to ensure that they have a workforce. But they also look at amenities that support their business, which includes higher education. And they want to be able to be ensured that they get the skilled and trained people that they need. Otherwise, they're going to go elsewhere.
So I was actually raised in the Hazleton area, and my journey began at Penn State Hazleton while I was actually at the Hazleton STEM School. I entered the engineering competition that was open to high school students, and I submitted my project to be judged by Penn State Hazleton judges and professors. This experience truly opened my eyes to how great of a campus it was and how connected the campus was to the community. It wasn't even just a college to me, it was a hub of opportunity, support, and inspiration for girls just like me who were into STEM, technology, engineering, all of it. And I actually ended up only applying to Penn State because of that event. It is because of Penn State Hazleton I'm a part of the 4.6% of Latinos with a STEM bachelor's degree and becoming one of the 13% overall with a master's degree. It is because of Penn State Hazleton that I choose to be a leader in my community, not only in Hazleton, but all the way here in Dallas, Texas.
You've heard from the panelists statistics. You know, I'm one of those statistics. Over 90% of our students receive some form of financial aid, right? I didn't go to college right after high school. In fact, the first 10 years of my life, I grew up in a housing project on welfare, food stamps, medical assistance. My family fell in really hard financial times. So I followed suit like my parents. Entered the workforce. I welcomed my daughter into the world when I was just barely 21, flying by the seat of my pants. And did not return to school or start college until I was 26, on the verge of being 27. Why did I go to Penn State Hazleton? Key factor was affordability for me. This is something I don't hear get mentioned enough, and I wish it would. Insofar as I'm aware, we are only one of 3 schools east of the Mississippi that has an alternative, renewable, sustainable energy engineering program. It's not on main campus. You won't find it there. You're only going to find it at Penn State Hazleton. How does that translate to what I do now? I now work for the largest energy management and sustainability consultancy in the entire nation. When we think about the challenges that we're going to face as Hazleton moves into the future, right? One of them is going to be our energy grid. Whether you agree or disagree with global warming or climate change, that's fine. But what I think we could all agree is the grid electrification. EV charging stations, data centers that are being built, they take a lot of energy. So either we're going to build more nuclear powered plants to power these facilities, or we're going to find alternatives to offset those electrical loads and that demand on our local grids. Penn State Hazleton's energy engineering program addresses that challenge. And it's equipped all of us to go out into the field and meet those growing challenges and those needs. Last point, Hazleton, this campus is a fixture in the future of the city. We need this campus. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Brian.
They say that a picture is worth 1,000 words. Well, the video clips and sound bites from our legislative community roundtable is an opportunity to give you a taste of what the Greater Hazleton Area Penn State campus impact of $36.5 million means in our community. My name is Mary Malone, and I'm the president of the Greater Hazleton Chamber of Commerce. We wanted you to see and hear what makes the Hazleton campus so different. We have the growth in both population and economic development in our area. We also have the benefit of location that provides access not only for the Greater Hazleton area, but beyond. And finally, just like Brian, our alumni, said, the past and the future is intricately entwined for Penn State Hazleton and our area. We want to invite you to join us and partner to make sure that Hazleton has future success.